Hey everyone, it's Apache here and welcome back to Broken Sword 2, The Smoking Mirror. This is the remastered version of the game and we're carrying on from exactly where we left off at the end of the last episode. We are on Ketch's Landing here. We are after, I believe it is the Jaguar Stone we're looking for here. So we have this guy here, a man. Let's go and talk to him.
Hi, is this Ketch's Landing?
Yeah, that's right.
My name's George Stobbart. You're a surveyor, right, Mr.
Bronson. And of course I'm a surveyor. Why the hell else would I have a theodolite?
I don't know. Hobby, maybe?
Yeah,
This is
right.
a theodolite here.
What brings you here, anyway?
I'm searching for an ancient Mayan artifact.
What is it? Some kind of jewel?
No, it's obsidian. A black stone with supposedly mystic powers.
You're nuts.
Let's have a look at the
Look at this. An
Eclipse?
article about a total eclipse of the sun.
Oh, yeah? Listen, I don't want to be rude, but it just comes naturally. I really don't care.
This is similar to the stone I'm looking for.
What makes you think you'll find it here?
Because when the stones were stolen in the 17th century...
Hold it. The stones have been lost for 300 years?
Approximately.
And you're hoping to find them again? You're nuts. And why here?
A wise old Indian shaman told me he saw the stones in a vision.
Ha ha. That's rich. Listen, I got work to do, okay?
Catch you later, Bronson.
So we've got plans
It
here.
looked like a set of plans. I just had to sneak a look at those plans.
Hey, get out of there.
You know, wherever I go, I hear those words. Paris, Syria, Ireland, or Spain. Makes no difference.
What do you think you're doing?
I was trying to show some interest in your project.
Okay, so we can't have a look at them just yet. Let's have a look what else is on the beach. We have a net.
It was a net left to dry in the sunshine.
See if we can grab it.
I didn't want a fishing net.
No. And we have a pier over here as well, a little jetty. There's a little boy fishing.
You want to buy some fish?
Nah, I don't like fish. What's your name?
Rio. It means river. What about you?
George. It means... well, it's just a name.
Let's ask him about him.
No school today?
No, sir.
What about your education?
I can fish, sail, and swim. I've been looking after myself since I was 6, and I'm bilingual.
Aren't you a little overqualified for a beach bum?
Well, you know, there's a lot of competition.
Let's have a look at Captain Ketch.
Is it true that Captain Ketch lived around here?
That's right. That's his house up on the hill. It's a museum now.
Yeah? That's exactly what I need. Thanks, kid.
You won't get inside, you know. The old ladies close it down.
What do you know about Captain Ketch?
Just what everybody knows around here. He was a pirate and get himself hung.
Let's ask about the old ladies.
Who are these old ladies you mentioned?
Miss Frost and Miss Mina Ketch.
How come the old ladies closed the museum?
It's Bronson's doing. Him have the plans for redeveloping the museum. They kind of regret it, you know. The man's a crook.
Will you help me get those plans?
I don't want to go nowhere near that man. He promised to drown me when he found the fish I left in his sleeping bag.
Do you know anything about pirate treasure?
Man, that's all stories. There's no such thing as a real pirate treasure.
Do you know anything about a forthcoming eclipse?
No, but that explains why the weather's about to get real bad.
Rio, it's a beautiful day. There's no more than a whisker of cloud in the sky.
Trust me, man, it's going to get real bad.
Well, that's all we can ask him about for now. So we'll head back over to the left-hand side here. We'll see if we can get up to that house, talk to these old ladies. Or is this theodolite?
I recognized the instrument as a theodolite, but I had no idea how to operate it.
See if we can mess around with it at all. Aha. So we can see this little bit here. If we use it again, the theodolite works by working out. You put a marker somewhere, and it will. You can see that, and you. It basically works out triangulations and various different things like that. I suppose. Not exactly too sure, to be honest. It's for surveying buildings, anyway. Okay, so we have the two old ladies here. We have a cat. There is a ball. There is a ladder up against the house, and here is the theodolite marker here on the flagpole. So we'll talk to the ladies first.
Hi, my name's George Stobbart.
Good afternoon, Mr. Stobbart. Would you care for tea?
No, thank you, ma'am. I don't like tea.
Let's ask about Captain Ketch
Can you
first.
tell me anything about Captain Ketch?
More than you can tell me about your great-great-great-great-grandfather, no doubt.
You're his descendants?
Certainly. Captain Ketch was born in Dorset, England, in the reign of King Henry VIII. His family were undistinguished farmers, but young Frederick Ketch decided to go to sea.
We have plenty of seamen in our family, Mr. Stobbart.
Are you interested in history, Mr. Stobbart?
Yes.
Yes, I am.
Let's carry on with the Captain
You were
Ketch.
telling me about Captain Ketch. Do go on.
Oh, yes. He sailed under Hawkins.
Jim Hawkins?
John Hawkins, one of the great traders of the Elizabethan age. In 1568, Frederick Ketch was a young man serving aboard the Jesus, Hawkins' flagship. They sailed from England to Africa and across the wide Atlantic to these islands. Ketch was never to see the shores of England again,
How come Ketch never made it home?
because the Spaniards sank the Jesus in an act of treachery.
You said Hawkins' fleet traded between Africa and the Indies. What was it they were trading?
Black men with no shirts.
You have to understand, Mr. Stobbart, that this was the 16th century.
But that doesn't alter the fact that Hawkins and Ketch were slavers and pirates.
Would it surprise you to learn that Hawkins was also a devoutly religious man?
He transported slaves in a ship named after Jesus Christ. In my book, that makes him a hypocrite. What happened to Ketch? Was he killed?
Oh no, he got away and returned to this island, to this very house.
The Frederick Ketch Memorial Museum.
Is it true Frederick Ketch was a pirate?
Frederick Ketch was emphatically not a pirate.
They hanged him, you know. Down there on the beach in front of his family. Didn't bother with a trial. Just whipped him out from his breakfast table and hoisted him up in chains.
Well, if he wasn't a pirate, what did they hang him for?
Envy. Pure green-eyed envy. He had been a successful privateer, you see, and had accumulated great wealth.
As rich as a mink in a paddock.
Shut up, Mina.
Yes, Frost.
The small-minded governor and his lackeys wanted his money, trumped up some ridiculous charge about breaking the conditions of his letter of marque, and hanged him like a common thief. The blackguards!
Letter of marque?
The document that permitted him to engage and destroy the enemies of the crown. The difference between a lawful privateer and a pirate.
Yoo-hoo! Sorry, Frost.
Well, why didn't Ketch just say, take a hike, guys, I've got a pirating license?
Frederick Ketch was not,
But he did show them his letter of marque.
but they destroyed it and hanged him anyway.
Well, that's all of the law stuff. Let's ask him about Rio.
I've been talking to Rio, the little fisher boy.
I'll thank you not to mention that little wretch in my presence.
Dirty little whelk. Nasty fishy boy.
That will do, Mina.
I gather you don't have much time for the little boy.
That child is a delinquent, Mr. Stobbart.
Yeah, well, he's only, what, 11, maybe?
A knave with one hand on the tops.
What is it about Rio that you don't like, Miss Frost?
Well, Once upon a time, he and Emily...
Be quiet this instant, Mina.
What can you tell me about Emily?
Emily? What business can she be of yours?
Her parents were killed in a typhoon.
We, as her only living relatives, took it upon ourselves to raise the child.
That's good to know Charity isn't dead.
Oh, but she is. Washed overboard in the typhoon.
Mr. Stobbart wasn't talking about Emily's mother. He was being sarcastic.
What else can you tell me about Emily?
How dare you pry into our family in this way? I refuse to answer any more of your impertinent questions.
Let's ask about the cat as well.
Is that your cat?
Yes, it is.
That's Ruddles.
Do you like cats, Mr. Stobbart?
I love them. They're so cute with their claws and their little puckered butts.
Aren't they, though?
Don't encourage him, Mina.
So that's everything we can ask them. Can we go inside?
It was locked.
The house is closed.
How come?
It is undergoing refurbishment.
Refurbishment? Where are the workmen?
Preparation is half the work, young man. The intention is to prepare the museum for the new century.
The Frederick Ketch Memorial Museum. It would look nice in neon.
A museum for a pirate? There was a stony silence.
As I have already told you, sir, he was not a pirate. It's precisely this sort of vile misrepresentation that Mr. Bronson is seeking to rebalance.
Oh? How?
Mr. Bronson has kindly agreed to undertake the museum's refurbishment at a very reasonable price. He understands the importance of a sense of history.
Funny. That's not the impression I got of Bronson at all.
He also understands spherical geometry.
Mina?
Well, he does.
Listen, ma'am. I came a long way to visit this place.
If we make an exception in your case, everyone will want to get in.
Pardon me, but I didn't exactly have to fight my way through the crowds.
You're the second visitor we've had today.
No, I'm sorry, but it's impossible.
Let's talk to them again, because they said I'm a second. So let's see if we can ask about the first. Oh,
You're really
no,
fond
only
of
ask
that
about
cat,
the
aren't you?
He is our companion and our solace.
I thought about catnapping the little monster until they let me in, but it wasn't my style. Maybe there was some other way I could use their affection for the cat to get me into the house. Okay, it was time for diversionary tactics. I thought I saw a little girl down on the beach.
You must be mistaken.
He must be mistaken. Mustn't he, Frost?
I'm sure I'm not. A little girl and that young fisher boy.
What? It's not possible. What were they doing?
Oh, the kinds of things that all little boys and girls get up to at their age.
When I was a little girl, we used to play cows and milkmaids.
Well betide you if you're lying to us, Mr. Stobbart. Heaven help you.
Okay, so they're actually moving away. That worked.
With a creak of ancient corsetry, the sisters sailed majestically over the distant horizon.
Let's see if we can do anything with the cat.
Hi, Puss. Want to play? Hey, cat. Watch where you're putting those claws.
Can we do anything? Like, can we give it a worm?
The cat looked at me as if to say, "Why have you brought a dead worm halfway around the world?" I had no answer.
Can we give it a piece of coal? What about a dart?
It would have been pretty cool to drug the cat, but I didn't have the heart. And besides which, those sisters would kill me.
What about the statue?
Hey, cat. Want to play with this little doll? Wasn't
Apparently
exactly enthralled at coming face to face with the great god Tezcatlipoca.
not. Well, it is Bastard. Kind of outdates them. I don't know if we're on a time limit here. So no, there's nothing on with jaguar stone, the
I
coyote
doubted the
stone.
cat would have salient remarks. I was right.
Well, let's put the ladder up.
The ladder extended easily.
So I might be able to grab this.
I couldn't reach the flagpole, and a bush stopped me from moving the ladder across.
So can I go up?
I didn't have a flag on me, so the flagpole... Maybe in my high school... That
Not fully sure what
wouldn't
to
work.
do here. Maybe I have to come down and try something else. I want to try and grab a ball. Right, let's head down onto the beach. See if there's anything else we can do there. I doubt there's anything we can do with Bronson. So go over and talk to Rio again, because we've got some more of his story now, so we might be able to talk to him about Emily and the two old women.
How
Yeah.
come the old ladies closed the museum?
It's Bronson's doing. Him have the plans for... Oh,
Well, we know this, we've heard about that before. Let's talk about Emily.
Tell me about your friend Emily.
why are you so interested in Emily Ketch?
Emily Ketch? A descendant of Captain Ketch, the pirate?
Yeah,
Well, it doesn't bother you?
why should it? We don't responsible for our ancestors.
And now a
Can you let
fish.
me have a fish, kid?
I thought you say you don't like fish.
It's not for me. It's a present.
For the old ladies? Well, it makes a change from flowers and candy.
No, it's for their cat.
Okay.
Ah, there we
What
go.
do I get out of it?
I can pay you. I've got Quarramontian dollars, French francs, and traveler's checks.
You must be joking. The nearest bank is 3 islands away.
Is this worm worth a fish?
Could be good bait. How did it die?
I think it drowned in tequila.
Just like my Uncle Gabriel. Yeah, I'll have that. Okay, I'll get you a fish. It might take a while though.
Did you see the weird sisters come by here?
Did I? They look madder than usual, so I hide until they're gone by.
Just as well. They thought you were playing with Emily. Boy, were they steamed.
Emily, you're madder than them.
There was nothing else I wanted to ask the boy.
Let's ask about
What do you think
Rio.
of Rio?
Fish boy? If he comes near me again, I'll throttle the little squirt.
Calm down. What's he ever done to you?
Sock me in the back of my skull with some kind of fish, that's what.
Tell me about the two old ladies.
Who? The Ketch sisters. One of them's crazy as a coot, and the other will turn you to stone if you're not careful.
Did you see the sisters go by?
Yeah, they wanted to string that Fisher brat up. Of course, I told them where to find him.
A fink as well as a creep. Nice.
But he'd managed to vanish somehow.
And about the
What are you
theodolite.
doing with the theodolite?
Surveying the old house. I got great plans for this place.
Oh, yeah?
You bet. Take a look around. What do you see?
Paradise.
I see opportunity. This place is ripe for development.
I like it just the way it is.
And that's where we differ. You see, Mr. Stobbart, I'm what you might call a man of vision. I see a great future for Ketch's Landing, and it all starts here, with that house.
How do you survey a house like that?
I've put a target reflector on the end of one of the flagpoles up there on the house. I sight on it from various locations through the theodolite, record the angles along the baseline, and triangulate them to give me the exact position of the target. Understand?
Why the end of the flagpole? Wouldn't it have been better on a corner of a wall or something?
Are you a surveyor?
No, my degree's in law.
Then shut up.
Can I take a look at your plans?
No way! What interest would they be to you, anyhow?
I've always had a secret desire to be a surveyor.
You have?
Sure. I mean, you surveyors are just like the great explorers, aren't you? Henry the Navigator, Vasco da Gama, Chris Columbus. Maybe you don't sail uncharted seas or discover new continents, but you're okay in my book.
Horse shit. You just stay away from those plans, you hear?
Catch you later, Bronson.
Okay, so maybe now if we go back to Rio, he might have actually caught a fish for us. Just trying to actually click on the right place to make him go along here. There we go. Talk to Rio.
No luck with a fish?
No, man. They don't want bite. That's cause they know there's a storm brewing.
Storm? I don't think so.
Hey, I caught a bite.
You have?
It's a big one. A real big one.
Reel him in, Rio. Jeez, it must be a whale or something.
Oh, it's a unicycle.
Rustiest whale I ever see.
I still need a fish, Rio.
Okay, make me try again.
Maybe you better change your bait. I think Bronson is trying to cheat those sweet, vulnerable old ladies.
That's a little unfair, isn't it?
Okay, he's trying to cheat those seriously demented, poisonous old ladies.
You have to admire his acumen.
So let's have a look at the bike.
The only serviceable part of the bicycle's wreck was a rubber inner tube. You just never know when you're going to need stuff like that.
So it could be used like the vines we used before, in a similar way. Hey,
Here's
we
your
got
fish,
a
Mama.
fish.
I can't put it in my pocket while it's flapping about like that.
No problem.
Excellent, so we've got the fish to give to the cat. Head back up to the house. So let's say give the fish to the cat.
Okay, cat. You don't deserve this, but here's a little fish. The little monster ate the fish, but never strayed far from the ball. I wasn't going to risk further last.
So we might have to go and get another fish. Right, let's toss to the Rio again, see if we can get another fish.
What can I do with an old inner tube?
I know what I'd do. I'd make the biggest catapult you'd ever
That
seen.
was my first thought
and
as
use
well,
it to
actually.
smack Bronson with a fish from a safe distance.
Those ballistic fish shenanigans of yours are going to get you in deep trouble someday.
It's a good idea though, you've got to admit.
I need
It'd
another
work.
fish, Rio.
Okay, make me try again.
See if there's anything
There
else
was
on the
nothing
bike.
else on the bicycle wreck I could use. It was half a rusting bicycle frame.
Oh, thank goodness it's actually quicker, much quicker this time.
There's a fish, Mama.
Excellent, let's head back over. So we know we can't just give the fish to the cat because it just eats it in one go. So what do we have in our bag? We have coal, inner tube. I'm sure you have to use that inner tube. Usually in these types of puzzles you use stuff from the same scene. Maybe attaching the inner tube to the top here. So if we go up the ladder. And then
I didn't have a flag on me, so...
if we attach this to that, that would make sense. And then we attach the fish. To the inner tube. Hopefully that'll make the cat come over and...
That should get the old cat dancing.
Yeah.
I just hoped it didn't give itself a cardiac.
So now we can pick up the ball. And now can we throw the ball at the marker?
Nah, I didn't have the throwing strength to knock the marker off.
No? Oh, okay. Can we just go in now?
It was locked.
Because we've got to get the marker down so that we can get Bronson to come away. This bush doesn't do anything.
I couldn't reach it.
So now we have... Oh. Can we go up here? Can we throw the ball at it from here?
I couldn't
Nope.
reach the flagpole, and a bush stopped me from moving the ladder across.
Let's try and use the ball from here.
Nah, I didn't have the throwing strength to knock the marker off.
Okay. So is there anything else? Let's come down and see if there's anything else. Should we just get this inner tube? Because we might need this again, actually.
I didn't have a flag.
Do we have to grab it from down here?
I didn't want to risk the wrath of that vicious animal by putting my hand within striking distance of those claws.
Do we have to go up the ladder and then touch it? Or is this just now how it is? In a tube? Aha, there we go. Excellent. So looking around the screen here, we can actually have a look
I
at this
couldn't think
tree.
of any reason to climb the tree. A large tree stood beside the house, with a suggestive U formed by the branches.
And so I think Rio's idea of using this with that and forming a catapult or slingshot would actually work quite well. And then we can use the ball with
I
the
put the
energy.
ball in the catapult, took aim. Yes! Okay, So it was a lucky shot, but I'd knocked the theodolite target clean off the end of the flagpole.
And so now Bronson comes up, and we can go down. Well, it's at the moment in a cutscene. I can't do anything.
What the hell's going on here?
Hi, Bronson. Nice to see you too.
You again. Have you been screwing around with my theodolite target? Where is it? I had to climb out of the window to put that one on. Damn it, I'm gonna have to go through all that again.
Not this time. The house is locked up and the sisters aren't here.
Hell's teeth! I'll have to put the spare target on the other flagpole. A whole morning's work wasted. I'm gonna fix all this and then I'm gonna fix you, you hear?
Yeah? Fine. I'll be waiting.
Hey, so when he goes onto a flagpole, we can take the ladder down.
What you doing, Bronson? Just hanging around?
I'm gonna kill you for this, Stobbart! Get me down from here!
What, so you can kill me? Gee, you talk
I mean,
me
it's
out
only
of it,
like a
Bronson.
6-foot drop.
I
You could
felt
drop
a little
from there
guilty
easily.
about leaving Bronson up there, but not much, obviously.
Let's pick up the marker.
The marker was a bright, shiny.
Let's head down and have a
Wasn't
look at
going
the
to be
plans.
much use without the theodolite, though.
Well, we can grab a theodolite if we want it. Let's head down onto the beach. Come on, head down onto the beach. There you go. So we can pick up the theodolite if we want. And in true point-and-click adventure style, he just sticks it into his pocket. And now we can have a look at the plans.
With Bronson out of the way, I could finally get a clear look at the plans. Engineers' drawings didn't mean much to me, but one thing was clear. These plans were for a 5-story, 200-roomed, luxury, pirate-themed hotel. Another stain on the bedspread of paradise.
Okay, and so now I suppose if we... Let's just see if we're over here. They're not. So if we head up here, then they'll probably be back up here. The old ladies. The Ketch sisters. Yes, they are.
You there! Why is Mr. Bronson hanging from that flagpole?
He climbed up there of his own accord.
Then help him, you stupid man! Quickly, before he falls!
No. Let's talk to you first.
Hi. Could I ask...
Never mind that! Help poor Mr. Bronson!
Okay, let's give them the plans.
Here. Bronson's plans.
This means nothing to me.
She's not wearing her reading glasses.
Ah, wait! Yes, I see now. I see it all too clearly. That man is planning to build a huge hotel. Bronson is a confidence trickster. Mina, we have been duped. I'm glad we didn't sign his contract.
Oh, I hate tricksters, especially confident ones.
Come, Mina. Mr. Bronson, you may consider yourself persona non grata.
Yes. Cave Canum.
Kindly disentangle yourself from our flagpole and eject yourself from our property this very minute.
Disentangle. Eject.
Hey, cut that out, you crazy old bat!
How dare you! Mina isn't crazy, she's just engagingly eccentric.
Yeah, as a bedbug. Ouch!
Lovely as this little vista is, I'd be really grateful if you could let me into the museum now.
Certainly, young man. We are most grateful to you for exposing this scoundrel, Mina the Lock.
Thanks, ladies.
Stobbart, be a pal. Get these harpies off me.
Not a chance. Meanwhile, in London,
While George was basking in the sun-drenched Caribbean, I went to London. It was a long shot, but I thought I'd start my search for the Jaguar Stone at the British Museum.
and here we are at the British Museum. So this is where we're gonna leave it for this episode. Thank you very much for joining me today. If you did enjoy this episode, please leave a like, comment and subscribe on the video and to the channel, and I will see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please consider supporting me by subscribing to the channel and liking and commenting on the videos. Thanks. See you next time.